Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Sorry, my hand got caught in my wires there. Welcome back to the channel. It's so good to be back here with all of you. I am the Stacking Prepper, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a couple new silver coins that I got, and then we'll be talking about food storage. So if those sound interesting to you, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. This channel is going to be all about stacking and prepping, stacking precious metals and prepping food storage and other items needed to survive disasters or upcoming events. So to jump right in here, we're going to start with the two new coins, and then we'll jump into the food storage. So these two coins are probably going to be my last couple coins for the year. If I do order more coins next time I get paid this month, due to the holidays and all of that, most likely they won't arrive until either really close to the end of the year or next year, and you probably won't be seeing them until next year due to the holidays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a video up during the holiday weeks. I will try, but no promises. Excuse me. All right, so this is the first one I got, and we'll see how it is. Now, both of these came in capsules. I did order capsules for them, and I was planning to show them outside the capsules, but they actually shipped them to me in their capsules. So we are going to do our best to hopefully let you see this. This one has a lady standing there with the American flag in her left and a sword in her right. And it says E pluribus unum up top with In God We Trust right here. And I think you can see them somewhat better down here. Hopefully, maybe. And then on the flip side, we got snake coiled around. I'm not sure if it's like a bundle of sticks or whatnot there in the center, and then a vine or holly vine or something wrapping around as well. But this is 1 troy-ounce of fine silver, so 999s. I really like the design on this. I don't know if you can see kind of like the leaf shines in the background. Oh, the leaf shines in the background there on the coin, but I really like it. I've been eyeing this for a couple weeks now. Finally decided to pick myself up one and add it to my stack. And then I picked up a new American Eagle 2023. So I thought it would be fitting to pick up 2023 American Eagle at the end of 2023. And it looks the same as the older ones on the front. So same design, but on the back it is a little different. So we got a eagle flying with a branch in its talons, unlike what we had before where it was just the American crest there. So yeah, I actually I don't know which one I like better. I kind of think I'm liking this one better than the other one, but I went with the American Eagle because it is recognized as a currency and is more recognized throughout the world. And so I figured I'd pick this up, and I'll probably even pick up more American Eagles next year throughout the year as well. I really like how shiny it is. It looks almost brand new. Yeah, I got it for a little over $30 when I bought this. So the premium over spot, plus I do typically pay with a card just because they get it shipped same day over having to wait 3 to 4 business days for it to clear my account, and then they ship it, which so you're looking at week and a half before you actually get it. being that I feel kind of a need and a not a desire. Desire is the wrong word I'm looking for. A need and a urgency to build up a stack. I'm kind of opting for speed right now and willing to pay that little bit extra cost to get it here sooner. So that is my stack. I now have officially 12 ounces of silver and then 1/10 of an ounce of gold. I believe I'm sitting at like $560, somewhere in there. So got myself a nice little emergency fund now in precious metals, and I'm excited to see it grow more with the goals that I had mentioned in my last video. So moving on now to food storage. It's a very important part of prepping, not just the stacking part. Yes, with stacking, with precious metals, even with, maybe even some dollars, you could buy or barter for items you need. But when an emergency first breaks out, most of the time, early stages of an emergency, disaster, crisis, whatever event, barter's going to be the least thing on people's mind. I mean, maybe you could still buy stuff with cash. People would probably still take cash because they're not going to think that society is collapsing. But if it is that type of scenario, but this won't come till later. Again, this is wealth preservation into whatever new form of currency we're going to have after whatever crisis, whether it still be the dollar or whether it be another form of currency with whatever setup. So until that point, you need to get to that point, and that's where your other preps come in. So that's where your food storage comes in. That's where farming comes in, having some livestock, so chickens, whatever, whatever you can have where you live, comes in to help get you to that point. Some of the events I'm preparing for in particular, again, these are just my opinions from what I have researched and seen going on in the world, but I am preparing for basically the Great Reset. I don't know if you've ever heard that term before, and I hope that me mentioning that doesn't get this video removed from YouTube, but it's on the World Economic Forum's website, so I don't know why they'd remove it. It's true. The World Economic Forum is talking all about it. But basically, in layman terms, the Great Reset is the transfer of wealth to the already wealthy and select few, and reinstituting a type of feudal system, to my understanding. Again, I'm not an expert on that. This is just what I've heard. My understanding from what I've heard, it's basically a type of feudal system. So you're gonna have your elites in control, the select few that they allow to living underneath them as the workforce. Living in 15-minute cities is where they want to eventually put us all. With that comes the digital currency, or CBDCs. That's a big topic. And we already see infrastructure being put in place for that, with things like FedNow. That came out this year, actually, in July. That is a big infrastructure for the CBDCs. And I think within the next, and I'm not going to say that this is what I wholeheartedly believe, because I could very well be wrong. I'm not a financial expert. I don't know everything going on behind the scenes, from people I've heard talking about it out there in the prepping community. I would not be surprised, is a better way to phrase it. I would not be surprised if we are looking at CBDCs within the next year or two. The goal of the Great Reset or the World Economic Forum is 2030. They've already pushed that back, so I don't know if they're going to achieve their goal by 2030. It used to be 2021 was their initial goal, or Agenda 21 as it was called, but they pushed it back to 2030. So who knows? But I'm kind of using that as like a timeline for me to get as prepared as I can before. And my only regret is not starting any of this sooner. But back to the topic at hand of food. That is why I am building a food storage to sustain me and Mrs. Stacking Prepper and our three fur stacking preppers. That was a mouthful. Until we can kind of become self-sustaining by planting garden, all of that. I have seeds, I just haven't started a garden yet. Because we're living with my parents, so I don't want to like do stuff with their yard unless they're on board with it. So, which I mean, my dad has a pretty good food storage, but I don't want to like take over the yard and just do what I want to do with the garden, with a garden. I'm kind of leaving that to him. So I'm building up seeds for either if we're still here when things go down, or when we get our own place, we'll have something to get a garden started. But until then, that's what the food storage is for. I have a lot of canned products. This is just an example. Canned green beans. I got a lot of canned soups. Cans are good to store just because they have a long shelf life. Even though, if you can see here, they're saying it's only best until December of 2025. But as long as the can is intact, the food is still good for decades past that date. Will it have all the flavor? No, it won't. But you could still eat it and get some nutrients. You won't get as much nutrients as before that date, but you can still get some nutrients out of it. And then obviously freeze-dried goods are a good thing to store. They have an insane shelf life. Typically on these types of cans, it says like up to 10 years, but as long as, again, it's not compromised, the can isn't compromised, it's not opened, I'm sure it'll last well past that. So food, I've counted, I have a little over a week of food storage for me and my wife. So my goal for food storage would be right now to get at least, if I can, a month's worth of food and water. Water takes up a lot of space, and we use a lot of water as humans, and especially with our dogs, I'm going to need a ton of water. So what I might do for water, besides getting some storage containers for water, I might go ahead and buy more like filtration devices. So a way to obtain water more so over storing water, which is totally fine. As long as we have a way to obtain water, we are good. So yeah, that's kind of my food storage in a nutshell, and I highly recommend you guys to build up a food storage, and that's kind of my goal right now. I haven't set a time frame for getting a month of food storage because I'm still very new to it. It's finding the right way to build it to last that month with the supplies that I have. So, but I kind of like with the stacking, I will periodically keep all of you guys up to date with my other preps as well. So yeah, that's kind of food storage in a nutshell right now. A very basic overview of it. I've been thinking a lot about this channel, and I think besides talking about precious metals, that'll probably be one of the major focuses of this channel, because I could talk about precious metals all day. I really can. And besides, documenting my journey with my other preps, I'll probably start talking about different scenarios to prep for, even covering some world news. I know in the first video I posted, I said I wouldn't, but being that I want to be as informative as I can for you guys, kind of be that loudspeaker on the hill, become a voice of reason for people, I think I will probably start covering here and there world events if I think it's not gonna get my video taken down. So look forward to that, and look forward to more stacking. I'm kind of already starting to devise a plan of how I'm going to, I think, fairly early on next year, buy some more gold, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do right away, but I think I can do it. I think I almost have a plan down to buy either another 1/10 of an ounce, or if I wait just a bit longer, maybe a 1/4 of an ounce. So we'll see. If I feel like I need to get it gold quickly, I will aim for the 1/10 of an ounce and maybe shoot for the 1/4 of an ounce later in the year. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not professional looking or sounding, but I'm here to be candid with all of you. I'm not here to put on a show. This is really just a really down-to-earth, candid channel is what I want to build this as. And just, let you guys see that I'm your average person. Even though you're not seeing my face, I'm your average person. So once again, I'd like to, if you've made it this far, first of all, thank you so much for sticking through the video. It means so much to me. It may not look like I'm putting a lot into these videos because of how new I sound, I should say, on camera, but I am. I think about this channel and my videos in upcoming videos quite often. So if you've made it this far, once again, thank you. I'd like to invite you to hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you want to receive notifications when a new video is posted, go one step further and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when a new video comes up. Because I'm sure as the channel progresses and I get into some of these topics, the YouTube algorithm will start hiding my content. So the more you like, the more you share, the more you keep up with those notifications, the more this channel will get out there, along with all the other great prepping and stacking channels out there. There's a whole ton that I follow and I really like, and they really inspired me to do this on both sides of the aisles, prepping and stacking. So maybe one of these videos I'll do a shout out to some of the people that got me into this. But I won't take up any more of your guys' time. I know I kind of started ranting, but I will catch you all next time. Peace out.